Chris, you're blending in with the background.
Don't say that. We had to do everything we could to kill. No.
Am I a floating head?
No.
Where's my body? Where's my body?
It has some...
Oh my God.
Oh.
It's obviously got some very cool action figures made of it. Please tell me you keep them on the shelf or something. Chris, obviously you've played characters before where they have been made into action figures.
Yeah.
Do your kids keep them on the shelf? Do they play with like mini?
Yeah, I mean, I had, we got given these from Extraction, the character of Tyler Rake that I played. And it was like very identical to how I look and so on, the whole character. And my kid was, we had an argument about something. And in a fit of rage, he like ran to his bedroom and he had it on the shelf. And I was like, whatever he's doing, And the next minute, the toy just comes in like 3 pieces down the hallway. Like my head rolls into the thing.
Oh my God,
so
really?
We can't have nice things anymore.
That's a scene from The Omen.
Yeah.
Wow.
What did you do? What was the reaction?
Oh, I screamed and cried, and I was like, "Is that the best you can do?" And I ripped up all his
the best
toys.
you've got?
You ripped up all his toys.
Burnt his bedroom.
Don't mess with Thor.
Took his bike, burnt his bike.
They got to come to the Australian premiere as well. Do they give you feedback? It's kids' film.
I loved it. Yeah, they loved it. It was a really fun premiere to take my kids to, and then they brought like 50 of their friends. Normally it's all of my friends, and it was just all of their mates, and they were hooting and hollering and having a great time. It's just such a fun film for kids and big kids as well, like us.
So you're the cool dad at school, okay.
For a week. But you've got a more interesting story.
No, I don't.
You do.
What's my story? About
your action figures and
Oh,
stuff.
how I
Oh, that is a
them.
good story.
And the leg and stuff.
Yeah, I used to gamble as a child, apparently, because I never had the Transformers toys, so what I would do is I would have people in the neighborhood, we would play games, and I'm like, well, if you don't win this game, you got to come up off that Transformer, and so I acquired my Transformers through a Transformer syndicate. Basically, like there was I started a black market Transformers. Like I should have worked for Hasbro.
Keegan, given Bumblebee a voice, where do you even start with that? Because obviously we've only really heard him through music and CDs.
In the original cartoon in the 80s, he had a voice then because it was before they left Cybertron. But I thought about, am I going to do what that guy did? What was his name? Dan Gilvezan. Yeah, Daniel Gilvezan was his name. And Josh, our director, was like, I just want you to kind of do your own thing, which sometimes it can be even harder because you want the parameters. You want to go, oh, do you want it to be higher or lower or the lisp and it was a little vulnerable. You know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, is this me? Am I interesting enough to do this? But so that was kind of the challenge, and then so it is really kind of just a higher, younger version of me. Yeah.
Define higher. What do you mean?
In register.
Okay,
just a
I just
little
want to be
register.
very clear
Yes,
because I was like, technically, it works both ways.
They're actually kind of knife hands, bro. It's higher. Yeah.
You guys must have so much fun getting into character and doing the voices. Chris, am I right in saying that you actually didn't go into studio and you actually did it from your home in Australia?
I refused. It was 'cause I was in Australia shooting something else, sort of. And
Sort of.
I wasn't shooting. I was in Australia. There you go. And
Honesty is refreshing.
Honesty is nice.
And Josh said, "We'll come to you," and I was like, "Awesome." And then I did it in my the living room, and my kids would come in and go, and I'd be like, "Shh!" I'm like, "Why are you talking like that, Dad?" And I was like, "Shut up." No,
some of that made it in the movie, like definitely.
Yeah.
You definitely hear in some takes of
little kidatrons.
I would love to do that. It'd be really interesting to do it in a booth with all three of us. So I think you'd get another layer of like.
It would be great. I've done that, and it's great when you have the opportunity to. Yeah, I was in a room with like it was in the Lego Movie, and I was in a room with like 6 other people.
Yeah,
and it's lovely that you get to be able to play off each other and interact and react with each other.
Yeah, in Spider-Man, me and Shameik did that scene where I'm sending him off to school and waking up to say I love you, Dad.
Awesome.
That was
so
us
good.
together.
You guys, you were together. You can feel that. You can feel that. Yeah.
Do you find that it's so weird when you are like solo in a booth and you're obviously doing these action scenes, but you're like, well, I like doing all these grunts, and you're like,
Do it one more time. Can you? Sorry, what's the example of it?
There
we go.
That's kind of how it goes.
How did it make you feel?
You have a career, young lady.
How did that make you feel? Right? You did that. That's how
it's
it feels.
that for half an hour.
Every time I do it, I say, can't we go back and just get any of the the 15 films that I'd done previously with action,
With
sounds,
all the
noises.
grunts and efforts.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, and I even do it on
Track.
Thor. I love, I'm a Thor 4 and Avengers, and I'm like, this is the 9th time I'm doing this. I'm like, yeah, it's the same noise. And they're like, yeah, we can't use that. We have to get our own footage. So you do hours of it. You can't speak for a day or two afterwards.
I know.
'cause you just
And
destroy your
also,
throat.
like if you're doing the running,
dizzy,
you
you
get
get
dizzy and get
hyperventilate,
you get lightheaded. Yep.
Are you running on the spot?
Oh,
Sometimes,
I am.
yeah.
I don't. You guys. I'm very physical.
I'm very.
you gotta run
I've
on
never
the spot.
held onto a podium harder in my
yeah,
life
yeah.
than like
Yeah.
it's like it's a lot.
Shaking and
they
moving
call
and
that
falling.
efforts.
Efforts,
right?
that's what I
what
was
it's
trying to-
called.
Lemon and hot water with ginger. That's for the next one.
yeah, I did.
Oh,
plenty
I
of that.
thought
did
that
do
was like
yeah.
a play on my character, and like I was like lemon and hot water. I'm like I didn't know that. I'm like
I
get
see.
it,
I
get
see.
it.
I see. Yeah.
I get
Why
it.
the
now.
lemon and hot water?
Because my
From,
character from Bullet Train
Bullet
is
Train.
lemon.
Oh,
Because she's never watched anything I've been in.
I just thought we were promoting this
it's
film.
fine. No,
Yeah.
it's fine. I'm just saying.
No,
you know,
that's cool.
it's fine.
I mean, I've talked about Bullet Train 100 times.
Yeah,
already.
not enough.
Have we not talked about Thor 100 times? No, joking.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
I've already talked about Marvel. See Furiosa? Sorry.
You're just like, drop that in there.
Oh my god.